Hello, I'm Deborah Duncan. I am a licensed clinical social worker here in Louisville, Kentucky. I received my bachelor's degree in social work in 1998 from Western Kentucky University, and I received my master's in social work in 2001 here at the Kent School. I've had a very diverse social work career. I started off in child welfare, moved over to a private for-profit company, did a lot of case management in that program. Got to look at, eventually was moved up to a program manager where I got to kind of go behind the scenes of just being a supervisor for employees all the way up to payroll, and just the more of the business side of aspect of social work, more of the macro side of social work. From that, I went over to community mental health in Jeffersonville, Indiana, where I began to specialize in dual diagnosis, treating co-occurring disorders of mental illness and substance abuse. From there, I came to the VA. I'm here, been here for about 13 years, and I am now the program manager for the post 9/11 military to VA case management. And what that looks like, the service members are coming off orders and they need to do a seamless transition from service member to veteran. And we really like to see them come into VA healthcare at the time that they get out. Therefore, they're already in if they have needs. And that comes with, what we're seeing is a lot of the younger veterans, a lot of them are getting off maybe medically discharged, or maybe they're just coming off orders and they're 22, 23 years old, and they're just needing help managing all of those pieces that are kind of being thrown at the same time. A lot of them kind of laugh and say, you know, hey, this is a whole lot to arrange. I'm used to someone just telling me what to do. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And we're helping them to, you know, write the appointments, keep the appointments, communicate with your providers, you know, check in and keep a schedule. Those types of things that, you know, you'll see a lot when I'm working, I'm sure, with college students. It's a little bit of the same, just making sure that they are keeping their priorities organized is a big part of what we do, is just kind of check in and see what they need from us. Also, with that, some of the things that we do see is when one part of life is unbalanced, a lot of times that plays a role in other situations. And typically, if a part of their life is unbalanced, say, you know, things that people go through, divorces, loss of a job, just family stress, a new medical diagnosis, all of those pieces really work together. And so we'll see more mental health challenges, and also you tend to see someone, you know, at an earlier onset of disease management. So that's kind of where the social worker comes into play. They come in for just a routine doctor's office, but we're already there. We're already in-house, and we're ready to, you know, go in and do a full assessment and just take these things alongside of a doctor and alongside of a pharmacist, so we can all come up with the best treatment plan for that person. And that's my goal of helping my students, is look at the individual needs, see what I can do to help come up and address their own individual needs. Some of the things that I do for self-care, I enjoy riding my bike. I got a bike last year, and all during the shutdown and COVID, I've been out there riding my bike. And I just love it. I'm at peace, I'm at one, I have my earphones on, I'm jamming, I'm going up the trails, and I'm just in my own world for an hour. And it is the best therapy that I could have ever done for myself. That bike has really turned into a great investment. Where do I see social work now and in the future? Social work is so very prevalent. I remember when I went to WKU, I was on the psychology track, and I took a psychology course, and it just wasn't a good fit with the professor. A lot of it was probably me. It just was getting into a lot of terminology and information that I just wasn't interested in. I was like, I just want to help people. And so a friend of mine told me to come and take a night class, a social work class, and I took that class, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is exactly where I need to be. And this was in my sophomore year, so your parents are kind of, everybody's looking at you to kind of figure things out, and they're expecting you to come out with a degree, so the pressure is on. And I was so thankful that I finally figured it out where I needed to be. Very thankful for that class and those instructors. And so I really feel like that a lot of people have, I was talking to someone the other day, they just have unknown views about what social work is. A lot of them do focus on the TV shows and what they've seen and the child welfare piece of social work, but it is so broad. I feel like now with the pandemic, it's giving us an opportunity to kind of press toward the forefront. People are starting to see exactly that social workers are invaluable, and we're going to need our universities to have skilled students upon arrival. We don't have the luxury of waiting many years until they go off into other careers. We want to go ahead as instructors and direct them right into those fields, line them up, link them up with resources. I was speaking to some of the other team members here, and they were like, we as a whole, we want to go back to the universities and make sure that the students have what they need at that point, and make sure that whatever fields they want to get into, they're already doing interns at those sites as much as possible. So that's kind of my goal, to help have those conversations early on. I see social work everywhere. I see social work from the medical community to working with the police officers to help to be on site whenever there's a mental health crisis and help diffuse those situations and refer them appropriately. I just see us from in the schools. We have a lot of students at risk, and just going back to and I see them here at the military, at the veteran status, just making sure that everyone has the tools that they need to have the most successful chance that they can. So, thank you.